black people. They're gonna do everything they can to take us away. Yeah. It feels so good, so great. You know what I mean? We gotta stand up and do something. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. My black people, my black people, people, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, you're sleeping. My black people, yeah. Wake up. We doing too much sleeping. We marching for the wrong reasons. All they do, they wanna lock us away and throw away the key. Crime and violence, trying to treat us with silence. Slavery is legal, so they throw away the key. I got my number a long, long time ago. I was destined for failure. That's what they thought. Reality check for the white man, for the white man, for the wrong man, wrong reasons. These niggas is thieves, and
Yo.
they wanna take
Yo,
away
yo,
your
yo.
Black
life.
people.
And if they
Black
land
people.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? You already know, man. It's Rated Shark on OPNation Talk on WeUpRadio.com. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And when you go to YouTube, please spell out the .dot. WeUpRadio.com.
There you go.
Yeah, what's going on, Mr. DJ A, OG DJ A?
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Glad to see 2022. Glad to see everything that has been blessed for me to happen so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
for
I'm
sure.
just glad to be here, man, again for another good show with Raider Shark.
Thank you, sir.
OPNation Talk.
Appreciate it.
Every Monday, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
You know, or 6:30-ish to
Like your hat,
7:30-ish. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
I need to
Thanks.
get one of them.
You know, that's got to represent the squad, the team. You know, even though
they out.
we out, man. We not making it, but at
It's
least
all
we
good.
can have better our record by winning these last two games. You know,
I don't think they care.
but
But
if we can do it, man, let's go ahead. Why not, man? Go out like that. Don't go out on no bull. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Don't go out.
It was
on
a
no
lot of
bull.
stuff that happened this year already. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
passing of Betty White, the passing of Max Julian, ain't his name?
Yep.
The OG Goldie the Mac.
Goldie the Mac.
Yeah, you know.
He created an iconic image, man, in our community, man.
Yeah. You know, he showed these suckers how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and he was a director.
Yeah.
You know, he was of course, an actor.
Yeah.
You know, and he was just iconic in our community. What he brought to our community was he was a pimp, but he brought a sense of confidence and pride, and he was really trying to get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really want to do it that tough no more. And but while he was doing it, give me some respect, man. I'm helping out people. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to have money, so I can help people. You know, so I can get up out of this game. I don't want to be doing this forever, ever. You know what I'm saying? But right now, this is what the game I gotta play. So respect me. Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, respect with the K.
You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on my name. So yeah, man, that's wow. Already in 2022, you know.
Yeah.
And an officer, Cleveland officer, has passed away.
Yeah,
You know?
unfortunately, you know.
Right.
It's terrible, man, when you know what I'm saying, when anybody pass away. It don't matter if they're officer, civilian, fireman, nurse, whoever. You know what I'm saying? It's always terrible that anybody lose their life. And no one should what I believe is most people, for some odd reason, it's like they okay with it or they cheer for someone getting hurt. and it's kind of weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, he deserved it, or man, F dude, man, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? And like, I understand some people are grimy, slimy, and you know what I'm saying, and what karma always do come back around. You know what I'm saying? But it's never good that someone lose their life. You know what I mean? But you go ahead with the topic. I'm sorry.
Oh man, no,
I'm about to start our timer.
Man, yeah, because I mean,
Start.
Football. We was talking about football and whatnot because the Browns play tonight. You know, they play the Steelers.
But
you know,
on another note of football, we had Antonio Brown, which had took off all of his gear during the game.
in like the third quarter, right?
Third quarter, yeah. He took off all his gear, and it looked kind of cold out there. Everybody had coats on and stuff, but
Right.
he took off everything, took his shirt off, he took off his gear, he left it on the sideline, he threw his shirt and gloves into the crowd. He did some jumping jacks and jogged off the field. But there's allegations of why he did it. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I haven't found a. You said you saw something about his brother had mentioned why.
Yeah,
and it was a couple things on here online that said why he may have done what he did, but I mean, you know, it's just speculation at the moment. So, but he also told a reporter that he told his coaching staff that he was hurt and he wasn't able to perform the way he needed to help them win. But he said that the coach did not. He told the trainer, the athletic trainer, I apologize, to tell the coach, and the coach says that he didn't know about it, and he got fed up and upset, so he just basically quit in style. You know what I'm saying? And he just took off everything. He
said, "I'm done."
Jumping jacks, jogged off, and if you hurt, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna jog off doing jumping jacks. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not hurt.
But that don't mean he wasn't able to perform the way he need to. He may not have been able to run full speed and etc. Because I've been a little hurt before and I was able to do certain stuff.
He
you know
was
what I mean?
mentally injured.
Yeah, because he got a pass of being mentally unstable, and he been
already.
He already been to three teams. He was
in the past
he went
like
to,
4 or 5 years.
He started. I believe he started out in Oakland, and with the Raiders.
No, it was. You said from leaving Pittsburgh.
I think
he was with Pittsburgh.
He was at Pittsburgh first. He got so he got drafted to Pittsburgh.
I want to say he was with
Pittsburgh, and then he went to the Raiders.
Yep.
He was released from the Raiders, and I think he went to the Patriots for like a couple games. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I believe he went to the Patriots, and then that's why Tom Brady wanted him to come to the Bucs because he know what kind of potential player that Brian is, and then this happens. So he had past mental meltdowns, you know what I'm saying, and that's why a lot of teams wouldn't take him because they know he's trouble, and if we get him on our team, it's gonna be nothing but trouble. He did good for a while though. Last season, he came last season, right? This is his second season with them. So until now that we know of, it was no reports of him being crazy or supposedly crazy or mental illness breakdowns or anything like that. So, and then like you said, it was alleged that he quit because he was not going to be able to get his bonuses.
Right. That was what his brother was saying.
Yeah.
He was supposed to get like $330,000.
Yeah.
Per incentive. We meet certain incentives.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to get 2 of them like that.
I seen it.
I saw that in the article because that's what his brother was saying.
Yeah. Because it was a report that all he needed was one catch, one touchdown catch to get the bonus, or it was like 5 more catches for the season,
right?
Something like that. I'm trying to find the exact. Yeah,
because it's like week 17, 18, whatever.
But if he only needed, from my understanding, 1 touchdown catch, he still had a whole nother quarter to go to get a touchdown catch to get his bonus, and a whole nother game.
It seemed like they were saying it wasn't kind of no way he was gonna get it.
He would have got it. He would have got it. I believe he would have got it. Because Tom Brady would have made sure he got it. He would have threw him the ball. 2 more
games, he would have went on ahead.
Yeah, because all he had to do was finish that last game out, and then he got another 2 games, right? Because that was the end of week 17. 16.
Games,
so
right?
it'll be 17, 18. He would have got it.
Right, it's another 2 games. So yeah, maybe. Maybe. But yeah, man, it's crazy how it happened again.
Yeah.
With this guy. You know what I'm saying?
So that means, man, people, like I say, people think that mental illness, and they don't really understand the mental illness part. Like, some people can show it differently, you know, because like the way he quit, it was like, that's crazy. You know,
dramatic. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Why would you make you call attention to yourself? You just made such a dramatic exit.
Yeah, they're not going to find him or nothing like that because he didn't interfere with the game itself, and he's allowed to throw things in the crowd if he wanted to. Except the only thing that would have been a fine was him throwing footballs in the crowd. Because he needed to replace the ball that he threw
his shirt and jersey in the crowd.
Right, that was his own property.
Yeah, okay,
they already pay for that stuff.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying.
But they said right here, I'm reading in the headlines. It says Buccaneers did not cut Antonio Brown today, and this
the coach said that he was no longer a Buccaneer.
Right, but they
retract that.
No, they just saying they didn't cut him. Let's check it out. Let's see what they say right fast, because this is according to Pro Football Talk site. They say Buccaneers coach Bruce Arians said after Sunday's game, Antonio Brown is no longer a Buck, but officially he is. The Buccaneers did not cut Brown today, and there are ongoing discussions with the NFL about how to handle the matter. The possible the team would prefer he be suspended rather than released for taking off his jersey and walking off the field during Sunday's game. If he does get cut, he would go on waivers, where the other 31 teams could have the opportunity to claim him.
I'm sorry for laughing, but I don't see nobody picking him up, especially after the way he did, how he quit. The only way that any team will pick him up if they desperately need some wide receivers. I believe that's the only way.
But it's almost like you want to just say, man, look, if you come over here with that bull, man, you know what's about to happen. I'm going to smack you, and then I'm going to cut you from the team. Because you on that bull, man. Come on, man. Just catch the ball, man. What's all that extra, man? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that? That's what I'm saying. Why are you giving us all that extra?
Right.
All that throwing up the jersey and the pads.
So, all right. So I just reset the timer for another subject of Antonio Brown, which is him falsifying a vaccination card, and when the league found out, he got suspended for 3 weeks. Well, 3 games. So he got suspended for 3 games for falsifying a vaccination card. So, but I did not see or read where they are forcing him to vaccinate. So they're not gonna. They supposedly not forcing anyone in the NFL to vaccinate, but they are making them take tests frequently to make sure that they don't contract COVID. Right. So if they are contracted COVID, they need to have 2 negative tests before game day to make sure that they are COVID free and they can play with everybody else without passing the COVID along. Okay. So all you got to do, man, all you got to do is get an exemption. You can either get a doctor or a religious exemption,
and then they would still let you play.
Yeah, he would just have to get tested frequently, but he don't have to. He's not obligated. He
wouldn't have to get the vaccine.
So
he just had to get tested every game or something like that. Just for example.
Right. But even if he just refused, from my understanding, if he would have just refused the vaccine, period, he still had that was an option that I believe that was an option.
Okay.
And he would have still without an exemption,
That's
still
fair.
be able to get tested every week and make sure that he didn't get COVID.
I'm reading a little thing right here. It says he obtained a fake vaccination card so he could avoid NFL protocols. According to his live-in chef, his girlfriend told his chef he could pay $500 if he can get a vaccination card, a Johnson & Johnson. Can you get the COVID
That's
card?
all they charged him? Man, what?
Yeah, he would give you $500 for getting them from you, or if, I guess point me in a direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me $500.
What people don't understand about the vaccination cards is that they are logged into a federal site that they can just look up by punching in the name and keys and all that and say, oh, he has a vaccination that's valid. Okay. That's how they know that his vaccination card wasn't valid, because he's not in the system after he gets shot. After they give you the shot, they register you. Hey, Antonio Brown just got the vaccination today on such and such day, January 1st, 2022. You know what I'm saying? So since they haven't logged it in the database, it doesn't read, so they know that card was fake.
Okay, see, there it is.
And then he got 2 shots, so I could see if it was just like one registered and one not, then that you could tell that's a mistake. But if you fully vaccinated with 2 shots, the Johnson & Johnson is 1 shot, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to have been the 1-shot deal. Yeah,
that is right. So it's 50-50, man. He could have made a case that said that they must not have logged it, but I went.
Yeah, he could say that. He could keep arguing that and still be playing.
That's if he's smooth enough to get away with it.
Yeah, but somebody exposed him, the chef, because he owed him 10 racks. So the chef came out and said and exposed him. Yeah. That's what happened in this article. That's what happened.
Can't trust nobody, man.
He said the former live-in chef missed 1 game this season after tested positive for COVID and owes him 10 racks. So he said, forget that. You owe me some bread, so I'm gonna expose your ass.
Man, so he missed 3 games, so that means he didn't get paid for them 3 games either.
Oh, that's without pay.
Yeah, usually if you like situations like that, suspensions and stuff, you don't get paid. Or you pay a fine. So anyway it go, even if you was to get paid, you got to pay a fine and you still losing money. Anyway it go, you're losing money when you get suspended. Most of the time.
Yeah, because you
done did something stupid and it's like against the rules.
NFL rules, right? And they just gonna strip you of your game checks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. That hurts. That hurts.
Which they already tax like 50%.
I hope they stack some to the back, man, because that's crazy. I don't know how much some of them get paid per game.
They usually a lot of them, like I seen a video with an NFL player. He didn't release his name or nothing like that. I didn't see the name or whatever, but it was like an old check from probably 5 to 8 years ago or something like that. And they were showing that this player had got $250,000, and after taxes and fees, he got like $150 million or something like that.
Antonio Brown?
No, this is just a player. Like this was just a check stub from an actual player after they got paid. Okay. So it was like he got like $150 afterwards. So they took like $100,000 for taxes and fees and all that. You know what I'm saying, for whatever it was. So it could have been like hotel fees, because the NFL don't put up money for their hotel. They got to pay for all that. A lot of that stuff come out of their checks. So they basically get the remainder. Okay. So that's like me. That's like me saying, okay, hey, I'm gonna pay you $200 for every week you come to the show, but your expenses and taxes, fees is gonna come out of that $200, and then when I see you, I'm giving you $75 because everything else, the taxes and everything got taken out, and now it's $75 left to give you. That's basically how they do it.
Wow, that ain't really nothing, but okay. I mean, at least
that's
they
how
take
do
it before I get it, but that still ain't nothing. They leave me with next to nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
It's still more than what a lot of other people get paid, but
True that.
But you telling me I'm supposed to get a $250,000 every pay, but you taking out that like $100,000? You know what I mean? That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Too much money, actually.
Wow, that's a nice chunk.
Crazy tea?
No.
Let me get back on subject.
That was kill at will.
All right, then. So I got a high school student at McKinley High School, football player in Canton, where the Pro Football Hall of Fame is. So McKinley High School is connected to that. They feel it is the Pro Football Hall of Fame, basically. So the coach, the former football coach, Marcus Watley, I think it's Watley how you pronounce it, had forced the student to eat pepperoni pizza. So he is his religion is a Hebrew Israelite, which goes eating pork is against his faith. So,
they don't respect that. They knew what he was, and they said, "Man, forget that old black voodoo stuff. Y'all don't know real Israelites. Y'all know they don't respect that stuff.
No, they don't.
But, we're gonna make you eat this pork. Forget you and what you believe in and what you stand for.
Exactly.
N-word. We're gonna say nigga here though.
So they forced him to eat pork, which is, like I said, it's against his religion, a Hebrew Israelite. Let me see. It said that he ran extra drills for punishment and had to eat the pizza. For this all for missing practice from an injury.
Something like that, or he was sick
that's what I'm
something.
saying. That's what they saying. He missed practice from an injury. Because like a lot of times when you get injured in football or like in high school, from when I was in high school playing football, they wanted the person who was injured to still come to practice just to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really have to practice, but they wanted them to be there. Like because if depending on the injury, maybe they can, you know what I'm saying, help with the team doing something or help with a drill, just to to get other people, like somebody who's replacing them. You know what I mean? Something like that. Just depending on what the injury is. If they can't stand, and of course they can't be forced. Like, you know what I'm saying, like if it's a knee injury or some kind of leg or ankle or something like that, if they can't stand for a long time, they most likely won't force you to come to practice, but they still want you to come. Yeah. So since he missed practice, his punishment was to do extra drills and eat pepperoni pizza. Wow. And that was like, to me, that was evil and sinister. You know what I'm saying? Because they obviously did, because why would you pick pepperoni
and make that
pork
a punishment for you?
Right. You know what I mean? So that obviously had to be a punishment that they knew about. Why? You know what I'm saying? What his faith was
about, right?
Right. So the lawsuit, which seeks more than $10 million in damages to him, to the student. So the family is going trying to get more than $10 million. I'm guessing they're starting at $10 million and up. So I mean, hey, you might shoot for the stars, man.
You know what I'm saying? Try to get that bread, and that's fair. I'm not sure they probably get that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna settle out of court.
They probably settle for half.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
something like that.
That's why you need to shoot for the high number.
So you can right.
You could take something lower. Like even if they say $3 million, that's still good.
Because they say if you want $5, don't ask for $5, ask for $10.
Yeah.
So you get asked for $10 million, he might get $5 million. I'll take that. You might, like you said, you might get $3. I'll take $3. Give me that.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? In most cases, most people would take $1 million.
There you go.
But anyway, as long as $1 million or more, I say take it.
Take it.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that is like a win over someone abusing your belief, but I mean, if that's the best you're gonna get, then I say take what's the best option.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because some is better than none.
Because you put like if you had an option to put that man coach in jail over $10 million, I think I'll take the 10. All right, just let whatever happened to him happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It don't mean like you can't put press on him. Like write letters and stuff and let people know or protest and all that.
You already see what he is about. You know what I'm saying?
Even if they have protests or send letters to other children's other players' parents
or
and let them know that he did this. You know what I'm saying? Despite our belief.
Mm-hmm. He disrespects his players because he don't like what he believes in. You know what I mean? But I understand he's coming from a place of discipline.
Yeah.
But then that's disrespectful to have it like that because you going against his religion.
Yes.
You going against his beliefs. This is what he believe in, not necessarily just because it's a religion. Because this is what he believes in. This is how he
That's
feels.
why they said faith
life.
instead of religion because because like some stuff they don't really. I don't think everybody agrees that it's a religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I if I describe myself to someone, I tell them I'm more of a spiritual person than a religious. Cause I don't know, religion seems like it's too boxed off, like it's too much in the box for me. You know what I mean? Like I believe more than what other people do. You feel what I'm saying? And I believe it differently. So I don't follow a religion.
So okay, a lot of people are like this. I'm spiritual, but I still kind of halfway celebrate the holidays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just passed. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm into New Year's. You know what I'm saying? That's something to bring in and celebrate. You made it another year. That's great.
Right.
And then the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, do some people still kind of halfway celebrate them?
Right. Like
You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
I guess you could consider me as halfway celebrating without really, because like I don't really care for the holiday. I just care for the family and food portion.
Me
You know
too.
what I'm
That's
saying?
me too. That's
So,
what I'm on.
we done had that convo before. But
Yeah, but that's basically what I'm on. But a lot of people will say, well, you still kind of faking, fronting because let me get I speak for me. Some people it'll make me kind of feel like, dang, I kind of still celebrate a little bit. You know
I mean,
what I'm
like
saying?
it's a difference in what your mindset is on celebrating. Like if you celebrating family,
That's
then you're
me.
supposed to. You're supposed to celebrate family.
I celebrate family.
Because sometimes you don't get to see family until them times of the year. Everybody's working. Everybody has, you know what I'm saying, responsibilities and stuff. You can't kick it with each other as much or when you want. I got family right now. We grew up together. We used to be around each other every day when we grew up, but now we can't because we are adults. We got kids, responsibilities, jobs, businesses, or whatever the case. You can't neglect that
family time. Everything is focused into that. You know what I'm saying? And you can't see each other, but you there, and you can call them whatever.
And then sometimes they don't get a chance to answer or call back that day because they're handling their obligations of life.
Just
you know
call
what I'm
me
saying?
back.
So in my thought, I celebrate family. I don't celebrate the holiday itself. But if my family celebrate the holiday and that's how we kick and that's how they kick it and whatever, that's how I go. I'm not there for that. I'm there for y'all. You know what I mean? And if somebody don't like that about me, then cool. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily have to go and be around them for Christmas to eat and all that, you know what I'm saying? But I choose to because I want to see my family because I don't get a chance to be around them that much.
Give me a plate.
You know what I'm saying? What if somebody died the day after Christmas or something?
Right.
And then you had a chance to be there to you know what I'm saying, to be with them, y'all eat, chill, laugh, whatever the case y'all do, whatever y'all do, play games, dominoes, cars, whatever. And then you say, nah, man, screw that holiday. I ain't, you know what I mean? You just own the holiday itself. And what people say the holiday about, and now your cousin gone. You know what I'm saying? Your mom died, or whatever the case. And now you should have been like, man, I should have been there. I should have went, man. I ain't know that was the last time I could have seen him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, don't people take it too literal?
Yeah,
You shouldn't
man.
take it so literal. Like, that's why I say I follow more of a spiritual thought than a religious thought, because religious is too much in the box for me.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? And that's being in the box, like saying it's either I'm gonna celebrate it or I'm not. And it's and I don't think about the holiday. I think about the family part. I'm celebrating my fam.
True that, and that's what it's about for real. You know what I'm saying? At the core of it.
Right.
You know what? But you know what has just happened though?
What's that?
Justin Bibb got sworn in today.
Oh yeah.
Early, I mean at midnight. I happened to be up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking and I'm like, okay, they about to swear me in. Like now it's midnight.
Right.
They got it jumping, popping. You know what I'm saying? Early.
And Ernest L. Smith today is getting sworn in at 7:30
Tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be virtual on his page. And I'm not sure if East Cleveland got a page to do virtual or not, but you know the COVID thing, so they trying to do more virtual.
So it's going to be on his page. Though.
Yeah, it's going to be on his page. 7:30. At 7:30, he's going to have it sworn in. I'm not exactly sure if he's getting sworn in exactly at 7:30 or if he's just going to start the live.
Starts.
Or well, you know what I'm saying.
It starts at 7:30.
So,
tune on into his page if you following, and
Ernest L. Smith on
right.
Facebook and Councilman Ernest L. Smith. It got a couple underscores in it, but it should pop up. Ernest L. Smith.
That's cool.
Ward 3, East Cleveland, and the swearing is for basically just about everywhere, and it's going to be whoever got elected this year with Ernest L. Smith is going to get sworn in today too. So everybody who's getting sworn in East Cleveland,
ward.
Each ward or whatever it is, they getting sworn in.
That's cool. That's cool. Like I say, much love to Councilman Smith for another term.
Yeah,
and we know he's gonna still be the people's councilman.
Yes, sir.
As always, that's what he ran on. That's what he's staying on.
Yep.
So much respect to Councilman Smith. Yeah, man, Bibb, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
You know, and he did his first swearing in today too.
I just hope Bibb is what people think he is. You know what I'm saying? We just need him to be who people think he is, because he gave a persona off that he was going to do so much. You know what I'm saying? Which they all do, but we just need him to be who he say he is. You know
True.
what I mean?
That's all we need. That's
just
all
be who
we
you
need.
say you are, man. You say that you with and you for this. Just do that. You know what I mean? Don't tell me that you're gonna do something, but then neglect what you promised. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to seeing this committee with for the issue 24, I believe it was.
Oh, the police
with
accountability.
The police accountability with the civilians and et cetera. To help hold the police accountable for their illegal actions.
I hope they never had to bring nobody to them. You know what I'm saying?
I hope, but I don't. I know it's not gonna happen. But somebody they're gonna need a couple examples to make it work.
So you think it's gonna be some bull that's gonna be pulled in 2022 that's gonna make them have to work?
Yeah.
Because I understand, you know, it's symbolic what they doing as far as appointing people, you know, but are they gonna have some bite in their bark?
We're gonna need it.
Are they gonna have some bite?
Let's think about this, right? So if we had a committee with the George Floyd incident, and we know George Floyd's not for Cleveland, of course, but just think about if we had a committee for that. Like there would have not been, there would have been a trial, but then like I believe. I'm not saying this how the committee worked, but this would be a good way or a good idea. That the committee basically, not saying that they are the jury, judge, and none of that. That's what
I mean. You don't want them to be that. You kind of want them to be like a buffer. You know what I'm saying to them. You know, like another voice.
Yeah, take they
don't let them be the final voice.
Consideration of what they believe in, like you know what they believe, how this should go. Take consideration, basically.
Yeah,
so
right.
If they, and everybody in the world seen how how George Floyd was treated and how you know the death of George Floyd occurred, and everybody in America looking at this like, why is there even a trial when you see a man is on another man's neck with his hands in his pocket, relaxed, putting all his body weight on this man, and this man is saying, I can't breathe.
You know,
I'm about to die.
But you got to make it look good. You got to make it fair. It's air quotes fair. You got to make it fair. So we knew that he was wrong.
That fair word is not cool.
But that's how it's got to play. You see what I'm saying? Perception. You gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's symbolic.
That's what they say. Fair.
There you go. It's symbolic. It's symbolic. So now you look at it like that. So you had to, as a formality, take him to trial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But we've seen in the past that cops don't get convicted of stuff like this. So it was symbolic that they did it. And it's very symbolic that he got convicted.
Right.
Now, how much time is he going to do? And where is he going to do his time at?
That's a good question. And we need to follow up on that. I'm going to have to.
Definitely. And they're going to keep us posted, and we're going to have to roast him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he going to go on here and be, I want to say he going to be in PC.
Right.
I want to say PC. You know what I'm saying? Because they going to get him.
Yeah.
And
then, like, you know what I'm saying, the committee could have put their 2 cents in about the other 3 officers that stood around and let him do it.
No, they got caught up too.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got, but what I'm saying is, so if, like, for an example, let's speak on a fair factor, right? So we'll just say, just me and you, regular people, you know what I'm saying, and I see DJ A commit a crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And DJ A killed the dude, and he had no reason to, for real. Like, he basically murdered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing there, and I'm not trying to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, hey, man, hey, put the gun away, none of that. I'm just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a witness.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm an accessory, right?
Because I didn't tell you, hey, man, why don't you?
Because I allowed it.
His knee on his neck.
Because I allowed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that I'm just a stand. I mean, but we're friends though. Like, I'm kicking it.
But I'm basically around just to make sure don't nobody come at you. Really,
right?
I'm there to keep
my thing is
going.
Say we kicking.
We cool.
We partners. We homies. Whatever. We out. We doing it. And then you do something crazy, and I don't try to stop you, but I know you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. I
know what you're about to do. You told me and everything. All that.
I just hope you don't get caught up, and I hope I don't have to tell the truth.
Right. But see, the thing is, being fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have had that long trial.
It'd be a speedy trial because it's like, okay,
we know he shot the man, he died. Mm-hmm. What else do you need to know?
I get a little jail time and some fine.
Right.
But I'm not gonna get as much as you, the murderer. Even though in some places the murderer.
My point is, your trial would not have been so lengthy as that cop.
Because I didn't do it.
No, because, like, even if you did do it, my thing is the cop was blatantly didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he basically tortured that man to death.
Yeah. And
you say, I mean, of course, DJ A has not done this, but this is just a scenario for fairness to bring light to what fairness is. So if we're just gonna say regular civilian, we're gonna use your name. But like a regular civilian kills someone, they would not have that lengthy trial. And then they got all this evidence proving that you're relaxing on this man's neck, killing him, and he's telling you he's dying. You basically tortured this man to death, literally.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the other people around him should get time too. Right. I mean, you could have been like, hey, man, why don't you?
But if I was the one torturing a man literally to death, see, torture, that is a whole nother crime too. Like, nobody ever brought up the word torture.
No, yeah. And that's not going to happen, but that's what it is, but that's not going to happen.
So imagine me as a civilian put my knee on someone's neck until they die, and they beg me to get off of them. My trial would be quick.
Oh, it's instant murder. You getting life or whatever.
Exactly. But how is that fair?
But you're not a cop though.
Right. But what I'm saying, but how is it fair? If you want to, I'm trying to get to the point of
it's
so
not
fairness.
Really, but I'm talking about, you look at it from their perspective. Yeah, because I'm a cop. Yeah. You're not. You're supposed to know better, and I'm supposed to know better. But I'm the police. I'm the law. I'm enforcing the law. They say they're going to believe the police before they believe you, even though you know but it happened the way you say it.
It was on video.
They don't care.
That's
It
my
was on
thing.
video in '92.
Yes.
It was on video when
It was always on video.
It was on video then.
People get shot on video and the cops still walk.
That's it because they cops.
Yes.
You know that's gonna happen.
I just hope this committee that he's putting together is going to do something about that. And I hope
they have some bite. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they're gonna have some.
I hope so.
I don't think they're gonna have no bite. I think they just gonna be symbolic. They gonna talk a little stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make a recommendation, and then the lawyers or whoever is in charge of the case is gonna listen to it, and that's that. I don't know if what they say, they ruling is gonna be like, bam, that's what's getting done. Gavel down.
I think that the committee should meet with the police at least twice a month. Twice a month. Let them see the training. Let them see the classes and scenarios, and etc. So when they do say something about it in that committee and try to hold that cop accountable, they know what the cops do and how they were trained and what their thought process is while they at work. So if this case came up to them, then they'd be like, well, we sit in with the police and etc. We know how they train, and we meet with them twice a month or whatever the case, and they can give their solid opinion. And I think that would stand more than just people coming together and say, well, I think this and that.
So that way, I think that
would give them. I think that would give them the bite they need.
Do they do ride-alongs too?
I wouldn't say they need to do a ride-along, but at least go to like a training academy or something like that
for every week. Just once every week or something.
Yeah, like once or twice, like twice a month. You know what I'm saying?
Go
like
there to make sure they doing what they supposed to do.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like at least go to like a training scenario classes for while they're training or something like that to see. You know what I'm saying? What kind of, like, say if it was a scenario and they had a gunman, and if it was a different color guy, like a one white guy and one black guy, and how they would treat each other.
So you saying it should be more sensitivity training?
Yeah, but they should observe it. That way they know. Okay. That way they would know. Okay, this is from the training we observed. This is what they supposed to do.
Let's hope that works.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is just an idea. Now hopefully Bibb can see this show. Or someone can just go tell him if you know who he is.
Go to WeUpRadio.com channel.
Right, most definitely. But then you could go talk to him and let him know, like, yo, hey, that's a good idea, Bibb. You know what I mean? If people think it's a good idea. But me personally, I think it's a good idea. If they can observe the training and that way they can elaborate on what they observed in that training on this scenario. Or whatever scenario.
Oh, you're talking about as far as the case.
Yeah, like say if someone shot, like say for instance, if it was the Tamir Rice issue, right? And we had this committee, and they said, and then like how they just rolled up, shooting out the window with Tamir Rice, and they would have had that committee, and they would have gave their opinion on, okay, well, in training, they didn't do that in training. They didn't roll up to the person. I'm not saying this is what they do, but I'm just saying this is an example. They don't roll up to the person shooting outside of the car. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They opened up, and it's been proven fact because his mama got some money, right? So it's been proven fact that they was wrong because as soon as they pulled up on Tamir,
they didn't get opened up. Just boom, boom, boom. Yeah,
but this dude had been fired from another police agency, police station. Yeah, you know, and he got on with them like about 5-6 months later. Exactly. So he had suction with somebody down there at Cleveland Police. So it's like you got to look like they did. They looked at the whole police because before that, they opened up on the two driving the car. Yeah. The low speed chase.
Yeah. And then imagine if we had the committee for Tim and Melissa for the 137 shots.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? All that. What I'm saying, all that with the committee would have been.
Have some bite. That's my thing. I mean, it's just. I just hope it's not just symbolic.
Send them to sensitivity training so they can observe what happens.
Let's hope that sensitivity training work. Okay, but then if they see what happened, how they supposed to react, to it's almost like you can't train for certain stuff.
No, I understand, but
You
some
gotta
stuff
see the
like
sensitivity
okay.
training. You want them to see the sensitivity
some
training.
stuff, yeah. Some stuff
That's
is just
what you want them
obvious.
to see.
Like I said, the Tamir Rights, the 137 shots, the George Floyd issue. Some of this stuff, like you could just tell, like that's just inhumane right there. You know what I mean? Like it never should take 137 shots to kill 2 people sitting inside of a car.
But they had to do something, man. They did something to deserve them shots.
They
Yes,
did.
they
They didn't even
did.
have a weapon. They had
did.
no weapon. They didn't have a weapon.
They
had
did
no
something.
gun.
They didn't stop.
ran. They ran for their life.
They didn't stop.
That's what happened.
They didn't stop. They should have stopped, and they would have. I'm just speaking for the person looking from that perspective.
Yeah,
There's people that think
'Cause
like that.
I know you don't think like that.
People
but
think like that. Like they
Yeah.
had to do something, or they wouldn't have
Yeah.
got shot like that. They shouldn't have ran. They should have
for,
stopped.
for anybody who haven't seen, I gotta see the 137 shots.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta
on
see it too.
Netflix. I gotta watch it. I've been meaning to watch it. Just been busy as ever. So, but I know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I was protesting that the 137 shots. I lived down the street where it happened when they chased them from downtown Cleveland around the corner from my house, and they let loose on them 137 times with a cop standing on the car.
And he reloaded.
He jumped from behind cover, from
opened
behind
up.
cover, while his fellow officers were shooting
Jumped
at the
on
car.
top of the
Jumped
car.
on the car in the danger zone of bullets flying toward him
And
to
opened
shoot
up.
at them. Like that, come on, man. Like that is
And
not
reloaded.
training. Who trains like that?
Right. So how can you train for something like that?
Right, but my thing
What
is,
was his going through his
that's
bag
why.
on
That's why.
mind
That's why them
to do
knowing.
that?
That's why them knowing a sensitivity training, similar to something that could happen like that, is anybody know. Even if you didn't get trained as a police officer, you know not to go in the line of fire to shoot someone.
You should know that automatically. What made the whole key is, okay, they ran, and I hear cops get mad if you run.
Yeah, but that shouldn't
why do
kill
you
nobody.
I mean, what is going through your mind? Is it because, okay, you thinking they black, they don't deserve it, they supposed to be crackheads, they don't deserve it?
That's something. That's
I
something
mean,
that we need one of them to answer.
What right? It's like what's going through your mind. So, I understand sensitivity training, but would that affect people's hearts and minds for real? Would that
Yeah.
go down to your core prejudices? Would that get down there and say, okay, let me change my thinking on all? You know what I'm saying? On all these cops. Is that gonna really change their
No.
thinking? Is that gonna really stop a lot of these cops from doing what they do to black people
No.
and Hispanic people on the daily?
My suggestion is let them observe sensitivity training so they can have some kind of idea, and that way some people can take in what they say
On a case
as
by
some kind of
case.
yeah.
And that's what they supposed to be doing. They look at the evidence, and then they understand and talk. I guess they would talk to the cops or whatever to see what procedure was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What procedure would be, and then they make their decision based on that. But let's hope that they got some bite. That's all I'm hoping for.
That's all we
man.
need. It's just a little bite. You
Just
know what I
some
mean?
bite. You know
just something.
Because I mean, it should work. Because that stuff is senseless. You don't do that. You know. I mean, that's just common sense. But like I say, what's going through their minds, man?
That's a good question. So I got another thing, man. I got a rich and goofy story with Kodak Black was arrested Saturday on New Year's Day in his hometown in what is it? Pampano? I don't know how to say that. Beach, Florida.
Pompano Beach.
Yeah, I tried to say it right.
It's Pompano Beach. Yeah,
So I
Pompano
did say
Beach,
it right.
Pompano.
All right, Pompano Beach.
Like Pompano.
Florida. Yeah, in
Pompano.
Florida. Misdemeanor trespassing charge according to the county
So
court.
what was he? I mean, where was he trespassing? I mean, what was he doing? Was he like mooning the homeowner or something? I mean, what was he doing? And why was he trespassing?
I didn't
Who was he
see where it
trespassing
doesn't
on?
say an exact location he was trespassing on, and nothing
But
like
he
that.
was arrested. So
But he was
probably
arrested. He went to
released.
jail. He out on bond, and he already had some past issues, which he had
he must have had a restraining order or something against him, or he must.
It could have been that, or it could have been just somewhere I think it was somewhere he was comfortable, like somewhere he may have grew up, and they might have just tagged on a trespassing thing recently, or he always trespassed in that area or whatever. It could have been anything
because he was on that bull.
Yeah,
they said, okay, you got to get up out of here. We gonna call the cops on you. We called the cops on you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you go on that bull. You talking, he was high and he was talking that smack, that crap. And they said, all right, my dude, we got to call the cops on you. We don't want to beat your ass or shoot you. And we don't want to get shot. So let me just call the cops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because in November 2019, he was sentenced to more than 3 years on a weapons charge and plead guilty. And falsifying written statements, and he got exonerated by Trump before he had he got out of office, so he got pardoned. And he also had some other charges like for possession of marijuana, unlawful possession of marijuana, and he had something about it was I guess he was trying to. They were saying something about a rape case or something that got dropped down to assault. So I don't know exactly how all that went, but I know he had some other issues in the past, and now he has this. He was on probation, I believe, so this might be a violation. So I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out for him. I don't know if he's going to go back and serve the rest of his sentence because of this trespassing misdemeanor. Or is they just gonna give him a fine and let him go? I don't know.
Yeah, like, I mean, I hope he don't have to go back to jail. Let's hope dude just pay the fine and leave. You know what I'm saying? But why do you keep putting yourself in these? I
don't know why these rich dudes,
man.
like he's rich. Like these people be rich and they do dumb stuff. Like I understand things happen.
Is it to sell more records, or is it that you just dumb?
It could be both. It could be both.
You know, I'm trying to sell more, push more streams. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see why he would though. That don't make sense. Like he's already successful. Everybody knows he's there. He can drop an album today and people still would download it, buy it,
but
or whatever.
Because he in the news now, it'll sell even more.
Yes,
because he was on that bull, and he should put one out. Somebody should go ahead and drop one now.
Yeah, drop it for me, man.
Drop it on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and call it trespassing. You know
right,
trespassing.
That would be awesome.
That
would be crazy. Yep.
Like about a 5, maybe a 9 or 8 songs. You know what I'm saying? Just drop
even a 10, little 10 piece. You know what I'm saying?
Piece.
Drop that real quick and trespassing. There you go.
Trespassing.
That would be smart. Yeah. That would be extra smart for him.
Man, what? We just gave him some career advice. Make some money. Capitalize, man, on this. Man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Make some money.
Dude, I mean, these people is wild, man. They just be doing whatever they feel, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah, man, it's super crazy out here, man.
Yeah, man, and then to think about how the Ohio just went up on its minimum wage. I had a conversation with my lady earlier, right? And she was talking about like how about 20 some years ago, something like that, maybe 25-ish, 20 years at least, that when the minimum wage was down to like $5.15.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost 25. It's about 25 years ago, and it's only at $9.30. $9. Who can live off $9.30?
You really can't. That's why you usually have about 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? You got one of them, then you might have a part timer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then, how you gonna live? You know what I'm saying?
It's hard, man.
Right. So I think my opinion is that $15 that people was pushing for at one point should be the minimum wage, or at least 12 or something close to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody live off $9.30. You could barely live off 12.
And then you say, well, okay, look at the business from the business perspective. I got to pay more wage. I got to go up on my prices. So now I got to go up on my prices. So now that goes to the customer.
Right,
The
and then
customer
that's
gonna
just
be
gonna
damn.
that's just gonna write off from what you're trying to.
But I'm paying more though from
They are.
I'm paying $1.50 more though. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Instead of 2 for $5 or 2 for $6, I'm paying 2 for $7 for my sandwiches from that spot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm
And
paying
don't
2 for
McDonald's
$7.
make like over $10? They make 15, don't they?
I'm
So,
not
I don't
sure.
know.
I'm not sure, but I mean that's nice, you know, for the worker man, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We need to, you know, but at the same time, you look at it from the business standpoint. Is if you go up on your customers are like, man, I ain't paying more for the same bull. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems to go up all the time, but don't never go down. You know what I'm saying? They go up.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So. And I mean, you lose customers, then you lose a little money. So you think the money that I'm gonna give them is worth that?
No.
I'm just speaking from their perspective, but I understand from the working man perspective because I am the working man.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm
can nobody
saying?
live
So
off of that, man. It's just
it's hard, man.
it's just ridiculous.
And I could give you, if I make more money, I can give you a little bit more of my time. Of course, I'm gonna give you more of my time. And then I'm going to be a more happy person because I got a little bennies maybe or the money to get some bennies.
Yeah.
And some places give you that, but they won't give you no health care still. So is that part of the health care plan or do I have to get that and then still pay for my own? That's you know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at that. If I pay you more as an employer, then is that including some good old bennies? Do I get my medical and my dental and my vision? You know what I'm saying? What do I do?
That's a good
Do
question,
I do
man.
that? You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to affect a lot of stuff. But I agree with the more money though. But then
Yeah.
it's like, you know, when you look at it from that other side, you like that's hard because you got to think of how you would do it. If you was if roles reversed, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I pay too much money a month to $9.30 an hour. That's not gonna work. But I got something right here that said McDonald's is among fast food franchises to raise wages, basically by 2024 to $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm. That ain't bad. That's another couple years.
That's
guess
two more years from now.
Mm-hmm. I
2.5
guess it's steady
because it's in
going up.
July, so it's going to be in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that you could work at McDonald's and make more money than some other places that's supposedly a better option to work.
Okay, I guess. And it's a stigma against fast food. And I understand it's not where you want to end up career wise because I don't think
Some people love it though. Some people
because
that's
it's
their career.
Yeah, it's low responsibility. You know, it's the same thing every day. You get used to the people. You get used to the process. You like forget it. I'm comfortable where I'm at. So I'm gonna roll here. It pays for my needs.
Yeah.
I adjusted my
And
needs to fit my income.
Some people most likely will get promoted to like manager or whatever the case, recruiter, the district manager, whatever.
But I have seen managers where people that have been there long enough to be managers not want to be manager because it's more responsibility and not as much pay.
Exactly.
I get
because once you get salary, it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can get all the overtime you want as an actual regular employee and get more money than a manager.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if you can stand the hours and the irritation. Like me personally, I couldn't work at a restaurant, fast food restaurant. Mm-hmm. I really don't want to work at no restaurant, honestly. Mm-hmm. But fast food restaurant, no. I've worked at Max and Irma's in the airport, which is basically it's like a fresh off the grill kind of place, like cook the order, make the order. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a fast food exactly, but it was a restaurant, and I hated it. I didn't like it. It wasn't terrible.
But it wasn't where you wanted.
But
it
wasn't nothing.
You couldn't make no career out of it for you.
No, it wasn't for me. I worked there for 3 months and I had to quit. I had to go.
Yeah, I worked at it was York Steakhouse back in the day. I worked there, for about a year and a half.
Way longer than me. I couldn't do it.
Man,
them damn waitresses, and it was mainly the waitress. Like they were very annoying because they would mess up and then it'll fall on the cooks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, look, I can't do this shit. Like,
right. It's a lot of hassle. You know,
it's not for me. It's not. I can't do it.
It's a lot of hassle.
It's too
and
hot.
for a lot of pay for
It's
no
a lot of
pay.
work. And no,
They
I'm
don't
not
pay
doing
me
it.
enough for this.
No.
And I want to be doing something easier than this. You know what I'm saying? For more money and more money. It's worth it because I'm going through this. The pay is worth it to go through this.
Yeah,
hassle.
I think I was getting like.
You're not getting all funky and dirty.
I think I was getting like back then. That was 04. I think it was 04. I think I was getting $10 an hour. Yeah, but then I had stopped working there and went. I was still in the airport. I just switched over to basically Skycap, wheelchairs and stuff, get
So you
tips and all
doing
that.
Okay, well that's cool.
But then I had stopped that because I seen more money in the shoe shine, and I'm like, I never would have thought you could get that much money shoe shining. I'm like, dude, I made $100 a day in tips off of shoe shining.
Wow, that's good
I didn't.
bread.
I did not know that paid. If I'd have knew that, I would have just started there. You know, so
yeah, that's
it was
good.
cool
That's
though.
good money, right? And then you ain't got to touch your main pay.
Nah,
you can live off your
but
tips.
that was the main pay mainly.
Oh,
because like it was
that's
it was
cool,
a tip job. So tip jobs is like, say you get like $4 and some change.
So you had to report how much you had to report.
You had to report at least like I don't know exactly. I don't remember it, but it was a certain amount, like probably like $25 or something.
Okay.
If you got that, if you didn't get it, you didn't have to report it. But like if you got like $100, but with the shoe shine place, I didn't really have to report that much. It was like $20, and that's how the other one was because they both was tip jobs. So you get like basically next to nothing because they know that you're gonna get tips.
Okay,
And
so you gotta hustle up. So that's a okay.
But I liked it though because
that's awesome.
I'm like I have a hustler's mentality.
And you talking to people and you meeting different people and stuff. You know,
and
what I'm
imagine
saying?
getting a $20 tip just for rubbing some wax on somebody's shoe.
Dude,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
great. And I do
Right.
that a few more times.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do that at least about 6 times.
yeah.
So I can get them
all
a
you
little
needed.
money.
That's all you needed. A slow day, you still can make $100.
I'm at least trying to do that. You know
I
what I'm saying?
had a $250 day before.
See, I'm trying to do more of them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But if I could do $120, $130 day so I could pay them they 25 and come home with 100, I'm happy.
yeah.
I'm
But
shooting
no,
for at least 100.
You wouldn't necessarily like pay them the 25 right there. You would just report it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Per
so-
day, I'm doing
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm doing it. So I ain't got to come up out of mine. You know what I'm saying? Theirs is getting paid from the customer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that sucks. $9.30 in 2022. Who in the hell can live off of that?
That's how it goes,
Yeah.
man. That's how it is.
You can
man.
I don't even think you can make rent with that.
Just
Unless
do
you
the math.
gotta work overtime. Cause what, like let me see, man.
Do the math.
I'm about to right now.
Do the math, because you figure what you say. What was it? 9:30.
Yeah, we're gonna say 930 what times 40, right?
Yeah.
He don't even want to know.
Yes, we do.
It's $372 a week before taxes.
So okay, take the taxes out. How much you come home with?
Let me see.
How much do you come home with? How much is the amount? You know, how much do we come home with?
372. Is it 1.8?
Dang.
No, that ain't it. 372.
Man, that's probably is a nice chunk out your check. I'm willing to bet. I bet that's a good chunk because you figure you say 372.
Yeah, 372. I'm trying to remember how to take the taxes out.
What's your rough estimate?
What I think it may be?
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna be about $40.
Out your check
Yeah,
from 372, so that's what 332.
yeah.
Okay. 332.
But that's
times 4.
remember that's just taxes only. Like remember they got city taxes.
Right.
They got probably medical.
Oh, okay.
Then if you got child support.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of stuff, and I'm just saying that's the average, and then we
just without all that extra stuff, it's probably gonna be about. We're just gonna call it a hot $45.
Okay, that's cool. So let's say 332. 332 times 4.
332 times 4. They're on 372. Wasn't it?
I thought it was if you take out. I'm talking about after taxes money.
332.
Let's just count after taxes.
Times 4. 1328.
You better hope you get some stamps.
Yeah, because that's how much you got to have for stamps.
So
but this is like so like you need this around that. But look, the thing is, they still going to add them taxes in. So we can put time. Let me see. 1328. I said what $40 times 4 is another 160 on top of that. So that's gonna be about $1,400. So you're not gonna qualify for food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a baby, then it'll be a family of 2. You still can get it then, possibly. It may be a slim margin in there, so you can't work overtime. So
to get them stamps, you got
that's if they include the taxes. That's the taxes. Right. So, let's say, rent $600, right? Well, let me see.
That's a chunk.
What is it? 1328, I said, or something like that. Minus 600. All right, now you got 728 left. We're just gonna say car note 300.
Oh man,
because a lot of people car notes about something right around there.
Then you got
428. Yeah, I was about to get to that. I'm gonna just go off of my insurance. I'm just gonna say about 185 is somewhere around there, right? That's 185. Now you got 243, right? But now you got to pay your lights and gas. Yeah. So we're just gonna say $100 for both, right? So that's $200. So now you left with $43 for the whole month. And then you got to get gas for your car.
You ain't gonna make it.
You know what I'm saying? And this is just like an average, like, you know what I'm saying? What people may pay.
Right. That's right. Well, that's saying
But yeah, you would be at $43. So that $43 is gonna probably go to the gas tank, and hopefully you make it to work every day off of $43. But then now you don't have no money left.
Stealing people lunch out the refrigerator.
Yes. 9:30. But you already know, man, it's your boy Rated Shark, man. You can find me on Facebook at Rated Shark, or you can find me on IG at Rated Shark 4. And then you can also look at any of our shows or any show involving WeUpRadio.com on YouTube, WeUpDOT.com.
There you go. That's it. And you know who I am. I'm DJ A. And you can catch me Facebook OGDJA and Instagram OG.DJA. And you can always check us out Mondays 6 to 8 p.m. WeUpRadio.com. Check us out, like, share, and subscribe. Check us out.
Show.